Welcome, bagel enthusiasts. We're coming back to you with another amazing show today of Laker Shenanigans. I'm your host, Nolen Sellwood.
And I'm Oskar Koshenina. We have three excellent stories to share with you today. The first being about Laker Shenanigans, another about track, and another about Android and Apple phones. That last one should be pretty good.
First off, we'll show you a story about Laker Shenanigans. Yes, that's right. We have a story all about what goes on in the studio. Let's have a look.
There's been a lot going on behind the scenes of Laker Shenanigans, and a few of the members of the class wanted to share their feelings about it.
One thing that I like about Laker Shenanigans is the editing process, because that's something that I really enjoy, using this nice software.
One thing I like about this class is that we have a lot of free time to go around the school and collect interviews on whatever we want.
There are many jobs in Laker Shenanigans, but some are better than others.
My favorite job on Laker Shenanigans is operating the camera equipment and some of the other stuff while we're actually filming the show.
My favorite job on Laker Shenanigans is editing.
Class members feel there are a few improvements that could be made to that class.
I think it can be improved by maybe some better cameras that would help, and updated editing software.
I think this class could be improved. Maybe if Ingalls would help out a little more, maybe give some tips.
Pretty accurate, wouldn't you say, Nolen?
Yep, Rooney. Next up, track season is starting. Let's see how the boys are doing.
As track season is starting, members are excited to get back into their beloved events.
The events I'm in are, I throw, and then I also run the 100. Well, the most difficult event in track to me would be throwing, because it requires a lot of technical stuff, learning the form and stuff like that can be pretty complicated and stuff. It takes a while.
As the team prepares for their upcoming competitions, the team is having to adjust their practice schedule.
Well, we try to practice outside as much as we can, but with the current weather, it's really a challenge for us to find space. So we'll use any space we have in the school. I'm looking forward to finally getting some nice weather to get outside and practice and compete at some meets.
Coach Grimm is expecting a great upcoming season based on this year's team.
I think this year's team is right up there with the teams we've had the past couple of years. We've had a lot of success qualifying for a true team state the last 2 years, and I think this team definitely has a great shot. So a bit younger, but definitely up there in terms of talent, and we're looking forward to having a good spring.
From everyone at Prior Lake High School, we wish the track team good luck with their season.
Hope the track season goes well for them.
For our last story, we asked the school's opinion for the age-old question, which is better, Android or Apple?
Most people that attend Prior Lake High School prefer iPhones over Android, but there is a few that prefer Android. Let's hear what they have to say.
The phone that I like better, to be honest, is probably Android, because I just like the layout of the apps and how the different apps like just Google and stuff. I just like how it looks.
I would rather use an iPhone because I feel like they're easier to use, and because everyone else has them, and the apps are different and stuff like that.
I prefer an iPhone. I've had one pretty much my whole life, and most of my family uses Apple products.
One thing that students agree on is which phone will become king in the end.
In the future, I do not think that Android will overtake the Apple, because I don't know, people just like Apple way more.
No, I do not think Android will take over. I think Apple will keep making more money and making new phones, and Android will just get lowered.
Prior Lake High School enjoy both devices and their companies differently.
So, Nolen, how's that Android holding up?
Listen, it does its job.
Apple Master Race.
That's all the time we have for this episode. I'm Nolen Sellwood.
And I'm Oskar Koshenina. And we'll see you next time on Laker Shenanigans. But until then, have a great Laker Day.